Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of every single month, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. So if you'd like to contribute, I would appreciate it. I got 3.5 days left in this fundraiser. I got a snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Patron, $720 left to go. And I'd appreciate any support you guys might have. Take care of yourself and your family first, but if you got anything left over, I will be taking you through all of April, and it's going to be wild. How wild? Wild. I got to relearn how to talk, apparently. Okay. Apparently, we've hit a 6.3 earthquake in Idaho. Now, this shouldn't surprise you too much because, as I've been saying for the last 2 years, when you have all of the gas giants on the same side of the sun, you get something called hydrostatic. Wait, I can't even talk, man. Anywho, you get some sciencey term that basically says, oh yeah, things are going to get earthquakey when you have Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn on the same side, and the majority of all the planets are on that same side as well, the smaller planets, because it's usually the bigger gas giants. And then you throw Comet Atlas into the mix, it's going to get a bit earthquakey, in my opinion. I mean, look how big Jupiter is compared to Earth, dude. So if you got all these planets swinging around on the same side, you know, you're going to upset your apple cart a bit. The bad news is, as far as earthquakes go, this one was pretty shallow. It was 10 kilometers deep, 72 kilometers west of Challis, Idaho. And so during this period where we're going to get an increase in seismic activity, you don't know when they're going to happen, because the great earthquake that caused the Mississippi River to change course, I believe it is called the new Madrid earthquake, happened over here. So we will definitely be on the lookout for more earthquake activity. And every single month, it's like we get an extra super villain to battle with. In January, we had us taking out a leader in Iran and World War III, and then, which never happened. And then, you know, in February, you know what happened in February and March. God, March is almost over. And can we not have April Fool's jokes? Those things are like never funny. And then right on cue, as Tomer Berg is letting us know, we're getting our oceans acting pretty wild. And the models differentiate, or differences, or whatever, on exactly what it's going to do. But the big storm system in the Atlantic now seems to have a retrograding fashion. Venus is entering shadow period and will go retrograde in May. And I definitely think April is going to be wild, and then May is going to be really wild, as whenever Venus goes retrograde, we get some insane weather. And you're like, how insane, Thor? And I'm like, well, last time Venus went retrograde, we got hit by Hurricane Michael, and that was not fun. And so if you're watching it, you got like multiple 1, 2, 3, 4 lows that are doing quite a dance number. And so we're going to have to keep our eye on the oceans and the weather. But that's not new to us. Warmer weather is on the way for many places, though we're still getting hit by snow in some areas, as 2020 is a wild and crazy adventure. This is a look at the storm system that produced a few tornadoes through Alabama and Georgia earlier today, brought to us by Cranky Weather Guy, the greatest weatherman on the planet, and it was quite a looker. It was souther than the storms we've had lately. But these are definitely crazy times, so try and appreciate everything you might have that is good in your life. Solar activity is starting to step up as we are hopefully coming out of this very, very low solar minimum, and we'll get into a solar maximum. I'll make another video about that in more detail because I got some crazy theories. Forecasters say the snow expected across the Rockies and Northern Plains Wednesday into Thursday will be no April Fool's joke from Mother Nature, as treacherous travel will be possible on the roadways. So yeah, it's going to be like a battle of fire and ice, as you're going to get some hot spots, and then you're going to get some cold and snowy spots. So Wednesday through Thursday, you're talking about slippery travel, poor visibility, sharply colder Wednesday night through Thursday. So, you know, just be ready. But we're all pretty weather aware. We're cool. But let's take a look at this retrograding mambo jumbo. And I definitely think with the conjunction of Eris, although it's the inferior one, in April, we're going to see some windy occasions during this month. The month being April, it's still March 31st. So we're taking a look at our storm now. I believe most of the tornado danger has passed. I just woke up. But we're still looking at some pretty heavy rain for some spots. And it still looks like they're trying to blow holes in the major storms when they try to form together, which seems to be doing a good job because we have not been getting hit by any super major nasty storms lately. And then you get our next storm coming in.
I found this on the web for Hey Superman made you nasty storms lately. Check it out.
Whoa, did you hear that? Siri has her own personality. You gotta love that. Hey Superman, I didn't say Superman, but thanks for calling me Superman, Siri. Yeah, you can see that this is that one storm moves out and retrogrades some rain, some sleet, and some snow into the upper northeast and Canada, which is how people say Canada in the middle of nowhere. And then you get your next storm moving in, which will probably cause another pretty big storm that will be fully formed in about 48 hours, which will bring some heavy rain to Texas, which is fine. I actually love the rain and I love the lightning, and you're still going to get some snowy areas. And you're going to get some more rain. So yeah, it looks like the rainy bullseye is in the middle of Texas, which we can handle. Texans can definitely handle rain because I love the rainy night. Such a beautiful sight. And the rainy days are pretty cool too. And who doesn't love lightning, except for the people who get struck by them? And you're going to get some rainy and wet spots up in the Sierras and into parts of Oregon. All right, now I'm giving the ladies what they love, which is the models. True story, asterisk. You can make up your own stories these days. No, not the gray spinning wheel of doom. I'll have to pause it. Pause while I pause. All right, the problem has been solved. It's good when problems are solved. But we're moving into April, and it looks like between the first week of April, around the 7th, to like the 12th or 14th, we could get a pretty major nasty storm. See that? That looks pretty bad. And yesterday had it at 956 low, which would be like category 2, category 3 strength. And then watch how the storm retrogrades backwards and brings rain and crap into the northeast. And then you have almost like 2 storms combined. And so definitely April is going to be an interesting month for weather. So I do hope you are prepared. And I love you. Sorry, and if you hadn't heard, I had a bit of a heat stroke like 2 or 3 days ago, and I've been having to rest to get my energy back. But here we are, you and I, together again. It looks like they've upgraded the earthquake to a 6.5, or am I reading this chart wrong? That's 2009, sorry. And a reminder that hurricane season is fast approaching, and here we are looking at over the pond, and you can see that we've got 2 lows that are kind of spinning, and they have no idea what they're doing. But you get storm 1, storm 2, and then storm 3. So models are kind of sketchy at times, so we're going to have to keep watching. But I definitely expect some wild weather in April, with it peaking in May. So, and also, I still have a crush on Emma Watson and Selena Gomez, because it's best to have a crush on women you can never achieve. That way you stay safe and sound and single forever. Or whatever. Man, that was dumb. I got to get my sense of humor back. That heat stroke messed me up. Okay. But yeah, the north low is being pulled north. Whatever. Me talking not so great anymore. Okay. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't look like the England is going to get smacked too hard, although it looks like Spain could be getting some heavy rain at some point. Okay, great. But yeah, I definitely have a feeling earthquakes are going to be a big part of the April-May story. So do what you can to stay cool and think good thoughts in these strange days. And if you would like to donate, I got an address, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You guys have been great, super duper, fantastic, amazing. I can't say enough how through the years your support has meant everything. I would not continue to do this unless you guys were the best. Super special shout out to the Viking Marine and the Hopi Warrior Princess. They sent me some cash and said, hey, this is for whiskey. So somewhere between 10:37 tonight and 11:11, I'll probably do another whiskey talk. If you're into that, check out that live. And thank you to Jeffrey, Lynn, Susan, Athena, DDJ, JLL, and Max. Y'all are super. And I plan to be bringing you guys a lot of news and good things and hopefully funny things if I can find them over April. You guys are great. If you can't contribute, you're greatly appreciated. If you can't, please contribute good thoughts and prayers. We all need prayers these days. All right. God bless everyone. Stay cool. I'll be talking to you guys in the near future.